Anything going on? I had to go back you called me the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I called you yesterday.
I was not so good, so I had no phone.
You're at Chrissy.
I didn't go to
Yeah, he's moved. I didn't get up there.
So it's pretty much all we got.
You must have seen it.
My chair again?
Stand.
I guess I will.
There's a spot over here.
That's what you get to be the last one.
I'm here early, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you are really, for
So nobody knows where that beer goes.
Oh, really?
I see it.
We died.
Sit on the garbage can over here.
I was told to sit around. You're good, man. You look good there anyway.
You want to sit down
Yeah, right.
I know that. I feel yeah, I didn't know that.
Never made it. Just made it to the big meeting. I got impressed. I get to write every day.
And the three guys, they tried to regulate. They tried to regulate. That got shut down. The only difference was the manager, which they wanted to yeah, but I was really surprised when it came down. There was some positions which is
Okay, quiet, please. Okay, you're gonna open up Benton County Advisory Plan Commission meeting. First item of business is, did everybody have a chance to read the minutes? Was there any additions or corrections? We have a motion to approve and second the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. The first item of business is Clayton Overbeck, Remington Pork, applications. We're going to have Clayton. Are you here?
Yep.
Okay.
Where would you like me?
Just pull up a chair here.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. What I'd like you to do, Quentin, is give us an overview of all the sites.
Okay.
Each application we are going to vote on separately,
Okay.
with the 7 tax findings.
Okay.
But we don't need to go through the same spiel unless there's something different on any particular one.
No, all similar.
Okay.
So if you don't know me, I'm Clinton Overbeck. My wife and I own Remington Farms, and Remington Farms owns Remington Pork. At the moment, we're a row crop farmer, and our family's been farming in Benton County.
Excuse me, can you speak up, it's back here, we can't hear you.
Yes, no problem. Our family's been farming in Benton County since 1918. The sites that you see in front of you are 5583 North, 1000 East, 4374 North, 1000 East, 11104 East, 800 North. We are requesting special exception to build 2 101 by 341 IDEM permitted confined pork production buildings per site. Those IDEM permits are pending approval currently. They have been submitted to the state. My reasoning for building, my family has farmed in and around Benton County for a long time, and at times have been in pork production. With the volatility of the fertilizer industry and the pursuit of diversifying our business and creating more opportunity for our 16 employees is the reason we are seeking to build these buildings. As far as site selection goes, we've been driven by biosecurity, neighbor impact, and efficiency and nutrient management. There are already several pork businesses in the area, so we needed to stay as far from them as we could without encroaching on homes in Benton County and Jasper County. Moving further west would put them in more densely populated areas. Each site will carry an IDEM manure management plan for roughly 508 acres. All nutrients are intended to be applied via dragline injection, which is why we are citing these where we've got plenty of land around them to utilize the nutrients. We do not intend to haul any manure via truck if neighbors allow us to cross with drag lines. And we do not intend to take manure off-site out of county and have it returned to the county, as I know some other operators do. Each site will abide by IDEM and county setback regulations. And these are just some points that I wanted to make, as I've had concerns from commissioners, regarding our project. Each will have two 25-gallon-a-minute wells, which their combined capacity are under what DNR considers a heavy withdrawal. Heavy withdrawal starts at 75-gallon-a-minute combined wells. We will utilize a rendering service, and mortalities will be removed as needed. We are required to have a perimeter drain, and that will be inspected by IDEM for the first year and then every 5 years. It'll collect any leachate that would happen and go into a sump, which we expect none. We do have, these pits will be under roof. They'll be 4 feet deep, 4 feet high, and they'll have the capacity to hold 1 year worth of manure. Being 4 feet deep, they will be under our farm tiles, so all those tiles will be either capped or diverted. So each of these fields is pattern tiled. We've discussed that with the drainage board. We've also discussed road use agreement with the commissioners and the highway department. My intentions, here's some things that I'm committed to based on some of the things that we have talked with the commissioners about. There's no intention of building if we are not able to find good water. So I'd like to make that clear. These farms won't get built if we can't find water for the pigs. We intend to abide by all county and state regulations regarding setbacks, manure applications, and construction. While your county policy does not require vegetative barriers, in the effort to be a good neighbor, we are going to voluntarily provide vegetative barriers around 3 sites. We are planning to test the efficacy of products for nitrogen volatilization and smell. We have received approval for a 4th site in Jasper County. It's already been passed by the BZA, or excuse me, by the Planning Commission and the commissioners, just waiting BZA approval. My intention as far as economic impact, we plan to use Baylor Group, parent company of BG Supply, FBI Buildings, and Heartland Builders, as well as IMI and a local electrician to keep as much economic impact in our area as possible. I have attempted or spoken with all the neighbors within a mile to address their concerns. I don't know that I've changed anyone's opinion, but I have at least made my attempts to quell any concerns. We will not seek any tax abatements, and we will pay property taxes that we estimate to be around $15,000 per site. In closing, I would say that Benton County and Indiana have both adopted right to farm policies, making a commitment to support agriculture in all forms. We are a family farm seeking to invest in a farming community. Thank you for your consideration.
Okay, first, before we open to public opinion, does the board have any questions?
I got a question on the IDEM. Do you have a timeline when you find out?
We are hoping to receive our first approval in August. Each one is submitted separately.
Okay.
That if things go faster than they have been going, we could be as early as July. Well, that'll influence our time frame for building.
Right.
And at that point, when you do the test wells?
I hope to have the wells drilled long before that. It's just the well drilling company's backlog. So the Jasper County site is drilled and tested.
So you're gonna go ahead and do the well sightings prior to the IDEM approval?
But IDEM mostly is just if you have everything in place.
Yes, IDEM is strictly the manure component of it. DNR handles water. And then Benton County's a little bit different. The health department does handle the wells, but there's no permitting process in Benton County.
One other question on the drag lines, and I'm assuming this is a manure line to get it to where you want it to go, right? So if you do not get approval for certain areas, are you still able to eliminate all of that within the property that you have that you can access?
Yes, each of these has about 2,500 contiguous acres.
Okay.
So
You'll be able to handle it even if you don't get permission to cross. Okay.
And if I didn't mention, each site will need about 508 acres to apply on.
508.
And how many hogs is this total per site?
Each building, each site actually, each building has 4,291 head space.
Okay.
So that is times 2, so 8,600 pigs, we'll call it. One building will be permitted to house double capacity, but that's only when they're small.
Then they'll split them into other buildings when they get older.
Will the pigs go from site to site, or will they be, I guess as they get bigger, is that how that works?
So you start them in one barn and then spread them into the other one, is that how they work?
I'll have to turn to Keystone for that.
Okay.
I can answer those questions.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So
State your name.
Tyler Fletterman with Keystone. We're the company partnering with the Remington Pork. How it will work is wean pigs will be placed in the facility. So that's your small, your 12-pound wean pig, your take. We have the option to take those pigs, fill both barns, and we can move those out at 6 to 8 weeks. You don't need the square footage for a wean pig that you need for other pigs. So if by chance, like if this one barn gets done construction-wise, we'll put all the pigs in for the first few weeks, and then we can move them over to the other barn, or we can move those to a different location. We have more than 275 sites across the Midwest and several in their surrounding counties, so it's not like there's going to be a lot of pig movements.
Okay.
That's it.
So my question kind of leads to traffic volume.
Yep.
How conveying the pigs from building to building or out from in to out of the buildings. Is that I'm sure it's not a daily use, correct? It's
Nope. So
monthly?
there's roughly somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 head wean pigs on a trailer. So 4 loads, typically 4 to 8 loads when pigs arrive. Each site will have roughly 50 to 55 market loads out to selling. That's every 6 months. So you bring 4 to 8 loads in, move it 50 to 58 every 6 months. There will be feed traffic. Each site's going to be, estimates are around 240 to 260 loads of feed a year. Keystone will be bringing the feed from Reynolds, and I have something too, but we have no problem at all making road use agreements. We will accommodate whatever to protect whatever infrastructure is needed in this county. So we want to be good neighbors, we want to be good partners, and that is 100% okay with us. I think when you would speak to the same, if there's a road use agreement, we have no problem agreeing to that. So.
I'm assuming this green line is the road use agreement, correct?
Yes.
Right?
That's I'm guessing that's the county line road, is that 1,200?
It's like a little keel and then up 1,000.
Again, we can't hear you back here.
I said I didn't have any more questions, sorry.
Do we get to ask questions?
Yes.
Yes, when we open it up for public comment.
We are now?
No, we are not. Good, do you have anything else you want to add?
Not this time.
Okay, and the board has no other questions? Then I am gonna open it up to a 15-minute.
Total?
Quarter two.
Yeah, of course.
So at 9 o'clock, we will close the public comment. When you come up, state your name and ask your question. So just open the public comment.
I'll start out. And I'm not used to this, so if I get nervous, please understand. Name's Charles Schleman. I live at 700 and 900 in Benton County, in Gilboa Township. My question is on water usage. This is a map that Indiana says how well the wells would do in this area. We are in a very poor state in this township. Very low water. If Mr. Quinton is allowed to put these wells in and our wells run dry, who pays to have them re-drilled? Road traffic, he's paying $15,000 in taxes. I looked up online, to repave a rural road is between $1 and $3 million per mile.
Is there any, are you running gravel roads or paved roads?
There will be both.
Both, okay.
And now we got dust control on the gravel roads. Water usage, according to the pig site, which is a website on the internet, how true it is, I don't know. I've only been given 2 weeks to find this information. The average finishing site, pig will use between 3 and 5 gallons per day, including wash down. And if we're not washing down, then the PETA people need to be involved because that's abusive to the animals. At 4 gallons a day at 8,000 hogs, that's 32,000 gallons. That's one site. You take that times 3 sites, that's 96,000 gallons per day. I don't see how wells that average less than 85 feet deep in our township is going to stand that.
So my question then on that well is you have to provide a certain amount of water within the wells before you could even attempt this project.
It needs to be 40 gallons a minute to drop a 25 gallon a minute pump.
And then you have to have how many of those wells?
2, 1 operates at a time.
2 on each site?
2 on each site, 1 is a backup to the other in case there's a failure on the first.
Are you doing a drawdown test?
If it's required by the DNR, yes.
And will that drawdown test include other CFOs in this area?
I just don't understand your question.
Well, you're, okay, let me start here. Comprehensive plan update. Is that your guys' guidelines for approving this project?
It's not a guideline, but it is a plan to better the community.
Okay. Page 22, Benton County has proven a successful host for feed operations. This is not a 2,000 pig site. These are 8,000 pig sites. Let's make that clear. The state defines those as CAFOs, which is a concentrated feeding operation. Concentrated animal feeding operation. Okay, so you guys are promoting CFOs. Let me see where I'm going with this. In here it says that you are supposed to protect the landowners in the area from devaluation of their property. And believe me, if your house smells like a hog barn, it's devalued.
Okay, I'm just gonna make one comment on that, and then you're gonna have to quit, because we gotta keep each individual to 5 minutes.
You said
Look at-
15 on your paper.
For total, not per person.
Okay.
The next thing that I'm gonna say is, if you go around and look at the tax basis for every house around a CFO in this county, they have not dropped, they have increased. So I'm just going by what the county tax base has done. And the values of those property have increased.
It will change.
Yeah.
It will change.
It'll go down, sir.
It hasn't changed on the CFOs that have been built.
It will if you approve this.
And the other thing, before I leave, I would like an extension on this for this vote. If this vote is happening today, I would like for it to be extended for 30 days. Because like I said, most of us here, or at least me, have only had a couple of weeks' notice that this is even being done.
Right.
This was not planned.
Yeah.
This was not planned 2 weeks ago. This has been a long process for Mr. Overbeck.
Okay.
People at courthouse didn't even know about this.
Sneaky again, see if you just went through this.
We have 15 minutes total.
My name is Jonathan Bias. I have a doctorate in veterinary medicine, a master's degree. I've been trained in One Health and trained in veterinary medicine at facilities like this. This not only has issues with the water source, but also as far as environmental contamination. In the last 20 years, we have done, as far as America, has done extensive research and have shown that environmental contamination into the private wells of the facilities around these areas, private homes, get nitrate poisoning and veterinary antibiotics, showing that it comes from these facilities. High levels of nitrates can cause methemoglobin, which prevents the body from binding oxygen and is primarily susceptible to children, causing blue baby syndrome. It also causes effects in mothers carrying children, birth defects, preterm birth, and miscarriages. In addition to that, the air has a number of issues. The odor, prolonged exposure to noxious stimuli causes behavioral problems in children, especially. Preventing them from being exposed to clean outside air, smelling the noxious air causes a number of behavioral problems. Even what is called neuropsychiatric abnormalities affecting balance and memory as well. Beyond that, air quality causes a number of respiratory diseases. It is as high as 30% in the workers working in these factories. The children, though, are the greatest affected as they breathe in 20 to 50% more air than the adults, causing anything from asthma and allergies to respiratory distress, decreased lung function, and cardiac arrest. There are a number of health concerns for the environment in the area. Local health boards, and all this comes from the National Local Board of Health and others. There are a number of programs that are then have to be implemented by the local health boards just to monitor this, not to correct it. And even after such things are placed, they affect the environment for years to come as the contaminations, the bacteria, the viruses that get into the groundwater stay there much, much longer because the environment down there is cool and they can survive since they're not exposed to sunlight. And in addition to just the exposure, H1N1 and a number of other highly pathogenic diseases have originated from such facilities. The 2009 H1N1 seems to have come from a similar organization in Mexico. What kind of things are we doing to combat these environmental health concerns for our children?
No answers. No answers.
We don't have time for answers, apparently. Charlene?
If I hear much more comment from the back, I will clear this room in a heartbeat. Understood?
Can I speak in support? So, good morning. I introduced myself earlier, but I'm Tyler Flutterman. We're the company. Keystone's a locally farmer-owned cooperative. Been around for 100 years. We have over 275 of these sites across the Midwest right now. Our goal is to expand our regional footprint responsibly while working alongside farmers like the Overbeck family. These proposed projects are being driven by construction of a new sow facility 1.4 miles into Illinois. That is roughly 8 miles from Earl Park, 12 miles from Fowler. That facility will employ 33 people. With Illinois' tax rates, there's a very high likelihood a lot of those people live in Benton County and surrounding counties. I also want to speak directly about the Overbeck family requesting the zoning. In the region, they have done nothing but positive things for agriculture. They have proven themselves to be responsible stewards of the environment, thoughtful operators, and leaders who deeply care about agriculture in the future. They have a vision not just for their farm, but for what rural agriculture can look like when it's supported rather than restricted. Each of these 3 sites will use roughly 60,000 bushels of corn a year. Keystone in the geographic region already uses 7 million bushels plus. What does that do for your local farmer who wants to sell grain at a higher rate? It increases your local corn basis. Obviously, the property tax is a big portion of this. And I would agree with your comment about property valuations. We've done several studies. You can find just as many studies that are good as bad. Keystone already provides employment opportunities across multiple divisions throughout the local region. Within swine operations, we have feed truck drivers, mill operators, and swine production supervisors that are Benton County residents. Many of these local employees already reside within or near, helping support the local economy and long-term careers. Modern swine production barns, like the ones being proposed today, reflect how far agriculture has advanced. These facilities prioritize animal care, biosecurity, and environmental protection. Environmental stewardship remains a core priority for Keystone and the Overbeck family. They are required to follow all Indiana Department of Environmental Management, all DNR, and Indiana Board of Animal Health regulations to protect air, water quality. As a whole, though, zoning out even farther, this is about food security and local control. We should not be dependent on other regions of the country or other countries to provide food when we have the expertise and local to do it and ability in Indiana. As a whole, though, Keystone is very community farmer focused. We've donated more than $1.4 million in 2025 centered around food security, ag education, fire safety, farm safety, all that type of stuff. We will continue to establish, like we said earlier, we will establish road use agreements, no issues at all. We want to be good neighbors. We're open to transparency and accountability through this project. Ultimately, we want to partner with families like the Overbeck family to continue to protect rural agriculture. So, thank you.
As far as the monitoring systems, they are no standardization as far as the EPA or state agencies, especially for air quality or water quality in the environment around.
You have a question?
Yeah, can I go ahead of you real quick?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
My name's Cody Russell. I am adjacent to one of the fields that they're wanting to build on. It literally surrounds, did I say that right?
Yeah, it
Jason.
surrounds the house.
That whole field surrounds my house. They're wanting to put it 1,000 feet from my house. There's a substation that's like a few, half a mile
Half a mile down the road. Mhm.
behind my house.
And that's, ends up with that.
I'm sure that the pigs are probably going to be affected by that because substations put off transmit EMS or something sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta help me out, babe. This is my life.
Sorry.
And I'm nervous. I'm so sorry. I've got 2 children. The traffic, my 2 kids. I'm really broke down about this because it's literally right by my house. This is to you, Mr. Overbeck. Is there not another property that you can build on that's not 1,000 feet next to my house? I moved here 6 years ago to have freedom, to be able to have a little bit of land. I don't.
Our kids enjoy the outside, which we aren't gonna be able to do with all the truck traffic down the road because we can't trust the people coming down the road.
Yeah. The
You don't know
smells,
who's
the
coming
air
down the
quality,
road.
the guy back here just talked about. My kids are gonna be affected, man.
Our oldest has asthma. I have asthma. Sorry, my name is Ashley Russell. I have asthma. I am disabled. I have chronic migraines. I have immune system issues. This concerns me massively.
And I'm sorry, I know you stopped by the house and tried to talk to me and I wasn't home, I was working, I've been busy all week, so. Figured but that's all,
Okay, well, like this gentleman here, I'm Charlotte Tyke. I live off of 400, 900. I have lived there on the corner, where one of our neighbors is here also, that lives there in the house now, or my home. I'm 72 years old. The only time I've been off that road is about 2.5 years. This morning coming in, I had more traffic, truck traffic, commuter traffic on my road than I met on 55 as I came in, or the other end, the Lokiel Road. So that concerns me greatly. I have talked extensively to Quentin, and like he said, that really hasn't changed my mind. I do have some health issues. I recently retired, and I would like to enjoy my home, finally, after working anywhere from 1 full-time job to 2 part-time jobs with that. I finally have the time to do things around my home I'd like to do without, everybody says number one's the smell. Well, yeah, that's the first thing. But we're looking at, as it's been stated, water, traffic, disease, Coyote Central. I'm concerned about, he assures me that they can take care of the waste, the dead hogs and things, and I hope that's all true. But there's things that he can't control. And as my commissioner will tell you, yep, I've been his ear too. So I know I'm rattling a little bit, but this is my time. I feel for my neighbors with the traffic, with the situation. My son lives close, so it affects him also. It will put knifed in all around his home also. They have a pool they like to enjoy. Well, if it's a bad day, that's not gonna happen. And I know those are petty things, but we have worked for years. He's citing how long he's farmed there. My house is 100 years old, and except for maybe 20 years, and I didn't look up that. I wish I had it now. But my family farmed. My dad and grandpa had semis. I understand this. But my question to him is, he could move it somewhere else. But I was told they chose that location because of the low housing area. We have new homes down the road, there's less housing. Why are we, especially me, because it's a half a mile from my home, why are we getting this? And if I had not shared my letter with my friends, most of these people in the room right now would not have known about it.
Right.
So, courthouse didn't know, my trustee didn't know about it. I didn't even know I had a county councilman, which that is my fault. She didn't know anything about it. So, I believe that he attempted maybe to visit the few of us that are within a mile. I sit, as this other gentleman, in the worst place for this hog operation, no matter how careful they are. He knows, I've talked to him, I've talked to Phil, I've been in and out of this courthouse in the last 2 weeks. This is not enough time. And so we ask for a continuance on any vote. And I have the IDM that was sent to me. I have all that they said. I've gotten 2 letters. And other than Quentin answering questions, I go one place, I got something from him. I go somewhere else, I get information there. So I want you to strongly consider giving a continuance to this project because it needs to be held up. So everyone in at least a 5-mile radius has an opportunity to, I was told any letters written would be read in today. I see that you have mine, and I only know that you have mine because my computer crashed on me. So the lady surveyor's office made copies. So I ask you we watched a YouTube about one of your things about the cars in an area. We watched it. And that states quality of life. Why is that a quality of life when this this structure isn't considered as my quality of life? Thank you.
Behind you.
Yeah, because he
We're
burned
about out
up
of
5
time,
minutes.
so make it quick.
Okay, my name is Marlene Reynolds, and my late husband and I bought our home more than 45 years ago. I cry at Hallmark commercials, by the way. When we were in our 20s, we raised our child there, invested our lives in that property, and planned to leave it to our children and our grandchildren. Like many people in this county, we worked our entire lives for the chance to retire in the country and enjoy the peace and quiet and the beauty of rural Benton County. Now, we as a community are being asked to accept multiple industrial-scale hog confinement operations with major unanswered questions and no publicly presented environmental impact studies. This is not about being anti-farming. We get it. Benton County is an agriculture county. This is about the scale, transparency, and accountability. For me and my husband, it's about our property values. We've studied this as quickly as we could. 3% to 48%. Charlene's probably in the 48% decrease in our property values. You're messing with my inheritance for my children. The business owner proposing these operations resides over 6 miles away from the northernmost operation in an urban area. I have nothing against you personally, Quinn, but I'm really mad at you. He does not have to live with the consequences that these decisions Benton County residents do. Our property values, enrichment, and more importantly, our health are at stake when decisions such as these are made hastily without community input that could impact us for generations. These are only some of the concerns residents have raised. I'm also submitting a formal written statement, and I have that with me, articles and supporting questions into the public record outlining additional concerns regarding water sustainability, blah, blah, blah. Quentin, please don't.
Okay, we're already over, we're gonna do one more.
Thank you.
Been patiently waiting.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I would just like to say that I have been a farmer's wife for 43 years, so I'm not opposed to agriculture. I do not believe that Fowler is going to benefit from this fruitless endeavor. The taxpayers will be paying for the road upkeep. That is the only thing that's gonna happen, because all the people that work for the farm, the pig farm, are going to be shopping in Remington, which has a grocery store, all the businesses out on 65, and all the other stores that they have. They're not gonna be coming to Fowler. None of them are. It's way out of the way. But the taxpayers of Benton County are going to be taking our tax dollars and paying for the roads that are tore up, the upkeep on our vehicles, and all the other stuff that we have to take care of to support your business. We're not gonna get the pork. You're selling that to somebody else. It's not gonna end up in the grocery store, which we don't have in Fowler. It's not going to Remington. It's not going to their meat processing plant. And so I think that really needs to be looked at. So if you think that we're gonna profit off of this business, I pray that you take your integrity and really think about this, because we're not gonna make a dime off of it. But we are gonna lose money on the roads. And then when the wells dry up and the aquifers dry up, we're gonna have to pay for that too. Because they'll find a loophole to get their way around it, like they always do. This one back here has been scrolling on his phone every time someone talks. That's how important it is to him. Look at the smirk on his face. The smile, look at him smiling.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. I'm good.
Good. All right, I'm gonna close the public meeting. One more back there, sir.
Yeah, my name's Curtis Ross. I live a mile north of the northernmost proposed location. I'm a little bit of a unicorn in the ag industry. I'm an independent agronomist. I'm on the National Registry of Environmental Professionals. I do property assessments when one business sells it to another, a farmer buys a piece of ground. I was an infrastructure preparedness specialist, which designs systems to prevent problems in the future for businesses. I'm a CCA, a certified crop advisor. I have specialties in manure applications. I own a laboratory in the suburb of Westerville, Columbus, Ohio, a little town called Westerville, Ohio. I've been in agriculture since I graduated from Purdue. I'm an independent. I don't sell products. I'm a referee. I help my customers across the Midwest not make mistakes in applying materials to their ground that could cause economic problems for them and neighbors. Just in the last month, I have recommended to some customers south of Cleveland, Ohio, not to allow biosolids to be applied to their ground because they contain about 20 times the normal rate of biosolid manufacturing of forever chemicals. And that'll be something in agriculture that we're going to be fighting for forever. As an independent agronomist, as somebody who lives in the shadow of one of these, in the options that farmers have to apply non-traditional fertilizers, hog manure is safe. Stuff that Maryville is trying to push on us and other metropolitan areas are not safe. So just as an independent voice out here for somebody that actually deals with this stuff daily and has done so for decades, I'm telling you that farming operations using hog manure that is actually a safe approach to generating fertilizers to be used on farms that do not have a major impact on the community. And here's somebody that has got the credentials and as an independent voice, I think needs to be heard. That's all I have to say.
Okay. All right, we're gonna close public comment. Does the board have any more questions before we start? Okay, then we're going to vote on each one of these separately. And in your packet, you will find 7 packs of binding. You can each fill out one sheet.
One sheet per
site. Yep. So the first site we are voting on okay, so you'll have one for the advisory plan and also one for the BZA.
Advisory plan currently, right?
We're doing the advisory plan currently. Okay, number 1, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the conditional use will not be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare. Do you agree or disagree in any comment? Everybody's ready to let me know. We'll go to number 2.
Good.
Good.
Oh, sure.
Okay, second question. Conditional use will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity of the proposed already permitted. Number 3, the establishment of the conditional use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property or uses permitted in the district. Number 4, adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are to be provided. 5, adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets. Good. Number 6, the conditional use will be located in a district where such use is permitted and that all other requirements set forth in sections 8-10E applicable to such conditional use will be met. And then the last item, the petition for conditional use / special exception should not, circle 1, will be granted. This doesn't turn into a paper. Sam, I'm gonna have everybody hand these to you and let you calibrate them while I wait. Paper.
Did I do the right one?
Correct.
Yeah.
The other one.
I think that should be all. Okay, now we'll do the voting ballot for 2026-05-15, number 2.
Excuse me, I have a procedural question. The fact that y'all are voting, does that mean all of our requests for continuance is not being looked at all?
Correct. Okay, same questions again on number 2. Establishment, maintenance, or operation of the conditional use will not be detrimental to or endanger public health, safety, morals of the general welfare. Everybody ready? Yeah. 2, the conditional use will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purpose already permitted. Everybody ready? The establishment of the conditional use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property or uses permitted in the district. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are to be provided. Everybody ready? Number 5, adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets. Everybody ready? Number 6, the conditional use will be located in a district where such use is permitted and that all other requirements set forth in section 8-10E applicable to conditional use will be met. Okay, on 2026-05-15, number 3. Same questions again. Number 1, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the conditional use will not be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare. Everybody ready? Yep. Number 2, the conditional use will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purpose already permitted. The establishment of the conditional use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the district. Number 4, adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are to be provided. Number 5, adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets. Everybody ready? Yeah. Number 6, the conditional use will be located in a district where such use is permitted, and that all other requirements set forth in section 8-10E applicable to such conditional use will be met. Petition for conditional use and special exception should not be granted. Right. Just sit down.
Okay. Yes, I'll follow you. So we gotta finish these two things first.
Right. Okay. Okay, so on the voting ballots have been turned in for 2026-05-15-1. The final ballot is 8 yes, 0 no. That one passes.
Can we have the votes read out loud for the record?
These will be public record.
We feel that this has been decided on before this meeting, is why.
Hasn't been decided on until we got here. That's why we have these voting sheets, and we listen to comments, and we have regulations that we follow. And if all the criteria is met, we have to give it to them. On 2026-05-15, number 2, there's 8 yes and 0 no. That one passes. On 2026-05-15, number 3, there's 8 yes, 0 no. That one passes unanimously also.
I personally like to know how my commissioner said, because he told me in a meeting with him that he ran for his office to better represent the people. And if you can see in this room, I know he may be meeting regulations, but I don't think we've been.
Commissioners haven't voted on this yet. So if you want to talk to your commissioners, that's for a later time. This is just the Plan Commission and the BZA.
So the commissioners give the final yes?
It'll go to the commissioners last,
When is that? When will that happen?
probably next Tuesday.
22nd.
22nd. Thank you.
What's that? Oh, the commissioners cannot override the plan or the BZA. So if it passes today, it will be done. Okay,
Are
so,
there appeals available? I'm sorry. Are there appeals available?
yes, there's an appeal process. So that concludes yours, Clayton, for this meeting. We'll have a meeting shortly after this. We got a couple.
Plan commission and reopen zoning.
You need me to say, or you want me to?
You can sit back there. The next item of business, will be the update on the burnt house at 3731 East, 400 North.
The place has been boarded up as requested. It's still in limbo with the courts, so Brooke will probably talk a little bit better on that.
I just curious about the progress of James.
Okay, can we have it quiet back there, please? If you're gonna talk, go outside.
Yeah, just curious about they did board it up. I think there's still people going around it, but, just curious about the, progress that we made between.
They're in pending litigation.
Jim, I can't hear him at all.
He's just asking if what the progress is on it.
There's too much noise behind us.
Yeah, could everybody that's talking please go outside so we can continue the meeting?
I'm just asking about the house that's burned out on 400 North there. It's been there for 9 years. It's been condemned and it's still in litigation, which I think is ridiculous, but I think everybody here probably agrees with me, but.
Yeah, we want to clean up as bad as you can. I did drive by and saw that it was from the road. I did not drive Paul by, and I saw that there was plywood, at least on the lower level.
Yeah.
But I don't know about. Paul.
It does.
I don't know about the rear back where the addition, I don't know what they did there, if there was anything.
There's pictures.
He screwed the garage door shut.
Okay.
There is plywood on that and they did put signs out.
So they cannot raise those doors anymore.
Okay. Access.
Well, I can't say that.
Somewhat,
Well,
not
yeah,
access.
as secure as it could be, I suppose, but, I mean, it's still an attraction for people.
Yeah, we wish we could get something quicker.
I mean, is it,
We're just in limbo until they get that litigation done.
Yes, he was going to call me when they finished up the deposition, that there's a resolution, if not, it's going to have to go to trial, so.
We can be a while out.
We're just stuck.
Probably, nothing like that goes fast, but
No more good.
No more update than that.
Do they have an estimate of when it'll go, when they'll make the decision of going to trial?
that's between the insurance companies and the
Yep.
attorneys on that, we're not
We have
involved.
no control.
Doesn't it, I mean, 9 years is a long time for them not to make up their mind whether it's going to trial or not.
We agree with you, yes.
Yeah.
she's probably getting enough lawyers fees
Yeah,
to
that's what'll
negate
happen. By the time it's all done, there won't be any settlement because the lawyers won't eat it all up.
yeah, and we'll still be stuck, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
we can't move quicker on that.
Thank you.
Okay, and I cannot pronounce this guy's name.
Just call him Andy.
Update on Andy.
He cleaned out that shed. He moved approximately 13 to 14 cars inside that shed. He's hauled that box truck off. He's moved, had another guy move another 5 or 6 cars out of there, so he's going slow on it. I mean,
He's getting it.
He's doing what we.
More progress than we've had in the last year.
Yeah, he's trying to make the deal for somebody for those 2 semis, and I can't seem to, everybody comes and looks at them and they say, yeah, they want them, but they never come and get them.
Okay.
So what was our actual goal to him and timeline?
20 cars.
20 cars this morning.
20 cars by today.
Yeah.
Has he met that?
Right at it.
He knows what number it
Yeah,
has to
I
be.
went by there Wednesday, and all the ones that were behind the shed,
So,
that's the ones he put in the shed. And all the ones that are in the yard are still in the yard. He's got a Corvair, it's probably the only car that's.
He's selling that one, he's.
Just set out by the road.
Yeah.
Tell him to do 14
There's
more.
still 40 some in his yard.
Tell him to do 14 more
10
in
days.
the next 30 days.
Next 30 days, he's gonna do 14 more cars, so.
Out.
I'll let him know. He's
Okay.
Yeah.
He can move them behind the bar, that's right. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
still same.
Yeah, no, the cars have to be, gotta get the numbers down.
I think he's realizing it. It's coming.
Yeah.
We're scared of.
There's still probably 5 or 6 more cars that just need to get out. Don't even.
Three, there's 3 trailers.
Okay.
Trailers.
Yeah, semi-trailers,
Yeah.
box trailers.
We need to vote on more cars.
30 days.
And we also need to make favorable or unfavorable recommendation on the 3 variances. So, all right, so do I have a motion to do the additional 14 cars in the next 30 days, correct?
I'll make the motion that he needs to get another 14 out in the next 30 days.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
I also talked to him about those barrels he's working on. They're empty, I mean, the ones I checked, so. Get it scrapped. Somebody was holding scrap and try to get them. He kind of inherited them, he said, but I don't know if that's true or not, so. Yes.
Okay, and then we need to have a favorable, unfavorable, or no recommendation on the 2026-05-15-1. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion for a favorable recommendation based on the votes.
I will second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. On 26-05-15-2, do I have a motion to make favorable, unfavorable, or no recommendation?
I'll make a motion favorable.
Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Again, on 2026-05-15, number 3, do I have a recommendation or a motion to make favorable, unfavorable, or no recommendation at all? The motion, do I have a second? And a second. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. We don't have any more business on the Area Plan Commission.
I'll make the motion to close the Area Plan Commission.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
I have paperwork to sign.
Don't, what do you want to do?
Everybody stay. Okay.
Person have that?
Yeah.
I've ordered one that's gonna get it on. They did. Well, they're the big brands,
Oh, it's.
oh, yeah, yeah. So that-
Okay.
Yeah. All right, good.
Does he have to ask for how many? No, you're not doing Yeah, let's get that quick. Yeah. Okay, can we have quiet, please? All right, we're going to open the BZA meeting. BZA board members have all heard commentary. We're going to go directly into the voting. We need to do minutes. Same. All right, do we have motion to accept? Is there any changes or corrections on the meeting, on the minutes? Do I have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the BZA minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So on this, instead of reading all the questions for each one, we're going to, we'll read the questions and we're going to vote on all three of them at the same time. Okay, question number one, establishment, maintenance, and or operation of the conditional use will not be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals of the general public. Everybody had a chance to answer? Yes. Okay, question number two, the conditional use will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted. Question number three, the establishment of the conditional use will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property for use permitted in the district. Number four, adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are to be provided. Ready? Number five, adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets.
Number 6, the conditional use will be located in a district where such use is permitted and that all other requirements set forth in section 8-10E applicable to such conditional use will be met. And then the last question, the petition for conditional use / special exception should not be granted circle 1. So we'll hand in number 1 first.
This will be marked at the top.
And then your number 2. And number 3. On this one, we don't make a recommendation. You don't recommend. Or just, sorry. Do we approve the permit or do we make a recommendation? We have to approve it here. Right, so who's okay, all right. What's your letter back?
No.
I just threw the end first. I was gonna leave everything. Okay, voting ballots are in on 2605-15, number 1, 5 yes, 0 no, passes. 2026-05-15-2, 5 yeses, 0 no's. 2026-05-15, number 3, 5 yeses, 0 no's. So we need a motion to make a favorable, unfavorable, or no recommendation to the commissioners.
I'll make a motion that we make all 3 as a favorable.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We have nothing else for the BZA. Do I have a motion to close the BZA meeting?
Make a motion to close the meeting.
Do I have a second? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Yeah,
We're done. Thanks, Elvie.
Yep. All right, see you guys. I gotta go call the office. Answer when I went down. I would see that. I saw the other one. I think all the fruit trees. That frost, that other red light was very sure. I checked it yesterday. Okay, it's like 3. Somebody told me, don't throw away. There's I'm gonna go call him.
I was gonna say, you got
We need to probably chat about it because I really. Okay, well, I'll retrieve that and talk about it. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll fashion an opportunity. Well, that's why I was like,
A mile and a half off.
the one that they're probably gonna build.